You're live.
Hi everyone, welcome to Spanish Cove Stretch and Strengthen class. We're going to start today with some deep breaths. So when you're ready, let's just take a deep breath in. Inhale as those arms go up, big breath. And exhale slowly. Good, we're going to do that a few times. So deep breath in, inhale up. And exhale down. I can't wait till we get to do this together again. Deep breath in and exhale down. Because like most everyone else, you've probably been doing too much sitting. So this next exercise is a chest opening one. So bring your hands together in front of you, palms facing up, and then we're just going to swing those arms up and out. Good, and we'll bring that down. And then we'll just swing those arms up and out best you can. Really opens up through the chest. That's going to help us with our posture. So bring those hands in front of you and open up. Good. And we're going to do that one more time. Palms facing up. Just bring them in front of you and then open up real big. Good. And lower that down. Let's go ahead and do a good stretch. Reach that right arm up and over the head. Big reach, big stretch. If you want, you can slide that left hand down or just keep it on that hip. And reach, good. And we're going to take that left arm up and over now, big reach. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Just stretching the body. Yes, and bring that down. Okay, right arm up and back. Think of it as a backstroke. And if you want to twist a little bit and watch that arm go back, you can. Otherwise, you can keep that chest kind of forward and go back. But I like that little twist in there. It kind of works us through the midsection. So we're just going to reach that arm up and back, and we'll do this a few more times. Really works on that shoulder joint, that complicated shoulder joint. And one more time. Right arm, and then left arm. Good job. Let's make a fist. We're going to go straight out, and then we're going to go in front of us, straight forward. And bring that down, and straight out, and forward. Great little shoulder exercise. Good warm up, warming up the joints. Great way to keep from injuring them when we exercise. And let's do one more. Good. All right, I think we're kind of warmed up. If you want to do, we can do some just little arm flings real quick. And now we're going to grab our hand weights. Hopefully you have them close by. And we're going to work on strengthening the upper body first and kind of just work our way down the body. So if you have those hand weights, go ahead and grab them. Warm-up's over. And we can do this seated or standing. If we do it standing, we're really working on that low back and the hips as well as the upper body. So let's start with those weights chest high. And we're going to just go up and down with the weights, focusing on our breathing. And we are milking the cow. And we're going to do this for a few times, so really focus on those deep breaths. In and out through the nose or through the mouth. Just make sure you're breathing. Good. Are you feeling that? Great way to strengthen through the chest and the shoulders. This one works those two areas. And good job. Let's go ahead and bring that down. Because we didn't do this exercise last time, we're going to do this one. And it's the palms are going to be facing in now on the legs. Your elbows are to the side. It's called a reverse curl. And we're just going to curl that up so that when those weights come up, those palms are facing forward. And lower that down. And I think the hardest thing sometimes when we're exercising alone is going slow and controlled. So really focus on slowing that down. And that's a great way to not only get the strength through the concentric action, but through that eccentric action. Good. So we're building strength as we curl that up and the muscle is contracting, but we're also building muscle as we lower that down and the muscle is lengthening. Good. Looks really good. Kathleen said something a minute ago, and I have no idea what she said to me, but I'm just going to nod and act like I know what's going on. I do that a lot sometimes when she rushes by really quickly. I kind of just go, okay, I have no clue what she's saying because she's going so fast. And just a few more. Good. I know you're feeling it, and this is a great way to get control back. Maybe we feel like we're losing control with everything that's going on around us. We can control our actions and what we do every day. And we want to make sure that when we do get back together, we're nice and strong. We don't want to lose that strength during these few weeks of being socially isolated. All right, lower that down. Good job. Probably feeling that a little bit. We can kind of shake that out just a little bit. Let's go ahead and do some shoulder shrugs. That's another good one for the shoulders. Palms are facing in. Your abdominal muscles are engaged. We're just going to shrug those shoulders up. Pause, hold right there, and slowly lower them down. Good, and shrug up. You know what I'm missing right now? Our music. You know how nice it is to exercise to music. It's kind of quiet in here. I could ask Kathleen to sing while we're exercising if you want.
And that might be very good. You turn your music on.
I can turn it on?
Yeah, go turn your music on.
I could turn our music on.
Yeah.
Well, we might do it in just a little break or so.
Okay.
All right, we're going to do 5 more shrugs, so hang in there. Sure feels good. I wish you were here. I miss seeing your faces. I miss your joy and your laughter. And let's do one more. Good job. Okay, great. Let's bring those weights chest high now. And again, remember we can do this seated or standing. Either way, great. Weights chest high, we're going to do just an upper body fly. We're going to open that up and we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades in towards the spine and bring that back to the front. I love this exercise because we're getting a nice stretch across the chest, but we're really working those upper back muscles. Great strengthening exercise. You don't normally see a fly standing like this. We kind of made this famous here at Spanish Cove. Good. Doesn't that feel good? I know you think it does. And one more. I saw Bill Reed the other day, and he says, you know, Debbie, I miss everyone so much, I even miss stretch and strength in class. That's saying something. Good. Just a few more. Really focus on your breathing. You want to take those good breaths. We want those lungs to stay nice and strong. Super important right now. So really breathe deeply. And last one. Good. That wasn't too bad, was it? So we're going to take a little break here. We're going to do some side bends. And what that'll do is it'll give the upper body muscles a little chance to rest. So left weight at the hip, right weight in that hand, and we're going to lean to that right side. You're going to keep the abdominal muscles engaged as you lean to the side. That's going to help support the back. And we're going to just do a nice little crunch. So you decide how far you want to slide down that right leg. And what this is doing is it's working the obliques, the muscles along the side of the body. And we want nice, strong obliques. They help support what we call our core muscles. So side bends, a great way to work the obliques. Kathleen looks like she's having fun over there. She's not exercising with me today. I don't know why.
Maybe because I have a broke toe.
Oh, if you haven't heard, Kathleen broke her toe. She's been walking around campus, delivering groceries, running all over the place with a broken toe. For about, 2 weeks now? Maybe 3? Okay, I knew it was 2 or 3 weeks. We're going to do those side bends to the left now. Working those left obliques.
I'm holding the camera, too.
Oh, it is kind of hard to exercise if you're holding the camera.
Yeah.
Good. Well, the good news is the doctor said it was a clean break.
Yay.
She's probably part of the way through healing. She probably needs to stay off it a little bit more, though. So much for her hikes. All right, we're just going to do a few more of these. Hang in there. This was a nice little break, though. Those upper body muscles got a chance to recover, so they'll be ready for us to exercise them again. We're going to go into one of your favorite exercises. I know you'd be disappointed if I forgot it, so I'm not going to. Good, bring that up. Let's do right weight, right shoulder, palm out, left weight, left side, palm out, and we're going to curl up, press up. Good. Inhale as you lower it down. So it does help if we match the breath to the movement. Exhale as you curl up. Inhale as you lower that down. And they call that exhaling on exertion. That's the hard part. This part's kind of the easy part. unless it's hard for you to slow down that movement as we lower that down. Because again, we want to think about maybe 2 or 3 seconds up and 2 or 3 seconds as we lower that down. Good. And this one's good because it works the brain too. And we're going to do a couple new exercises today that we haven't done before because I wanted you to have something new to work on. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to give you some alternatives too so we can do things. So we're going to do what we call a 1, 2, 3 squat today. And I know you're going to love the 1, 2, 3 squat. Good. Let's swap sides. So right arm's down by the side, left arm's at the shoulder, palms are facing forward, curl up, press up. Last time we did this, we didn't have quite enough video, so we kind of sped this part up, and I said pause it here and do it on the other side. And I heard we didn't like that very much. So nice to be able to do it equally on both sides. Slow and steady. This one works 2 of the hardest working muscles in the upper body, which is the deltoids and the biceps, or the front of the upper arm and the shoulders. And we want our biceps to be nice and strong. They help us with carrying groceries and just everyday activities. Strong shoulders help us with posture. And we're going to do 2 more, and then we're going to be done with that. Good. And then we'll just have 1 major muscle group left in the upper body that we need to do. All right, and we can have a seat for it, or you can do standing. So we're going to do the overhead triceps. I know sometimes it's easier for you to sit. I'll go ahead and stand up. The camera's already ready for that. So 1 or both weights, we're going to take them over the head. And we're going to bring those elbows in nice and close to the head. We work more the tricep muscle, the closer we keep the elbows to the head. Otherwise, you're really just working the shoulders a lot. So overhead tricep, would it help if I squat? Are we getting the overhead tricep? Do I need to squat? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sit down.
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay. And we'll do the overhead tricep. But remember, those elbows are going to try to pop out. So keep controlling, keeping them in. And as we work on the triceps, remember to focus on your breathing. So really important that we keep that deep breathing going on the whole time we exercise. Exhale as you curl that or lift that up. Inhale as we lower it down behind the head. We don't want to lower it so much that we hit the neck though, so be careful here. You should be able to feel those weights as they're getting kind of close to the neck. Ooh, I can feel that we haven't done this in a while. I'm missing the overhead tricep. This is an easy one to want to skip, maybe with shoulder issues, but it is very effective for the triceps. So we're going to do 2 more of these. And I'm really proud of you for doing them because overhead tricep is hard. So great job, everyone. Now that that's at the top, let's carefully bring that down in front of us. Great job. And we'll shake that out. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a couple stretches because I'm not sure if you're remembering to stretch at home or not. We don't always think about that, but we do want to do like our shoulder stretch here. So we're going to take the right arm across the body, using that left hand to pull that across and get a nice stretch in the shoulder joint. We don't want to lose flexibility, and a lot of times when we're sitting, sometimes we don't sit with great form, and so that puts a lot of strain on our joints. So stretching those joints out, just spending a few seconds stretching or a few minutes stretching is really worth the time. Good, let's release that. We're going to take the left arm across the body, pull that in. Feels really good. Actually, it hurts a little bit, which tells us that we need it. That's our body's way of saying we need this exercise when we're stretching. But you feel those tight muscles, and if you're feeling the tightness right here through the shoulder joint, a lot of the muscles attached to that shoulder joint, one of the most complicated joints in the body, so it's really good to stretch that out. Feels nice. All right, we're going to release that. So let's just do some shoulder rolls. Great way to kind of get the stress out of the upper body. Lift your shoulders up, roll them back and press them down. And shoulder rolls feel really good. Good, let's just do a few more of those. And last one. Good. Don't know when the last time you worked on your neck was, but we're going to do some neck exercises today. So just turn and look over that shoulder. We want to keep those shoulders pointing forward as we do that stretch. So sometimes we're tempted to turn. Try not to do that. But keep those shoulders pointed forward, looking over that shoulder, maybe looking a little further over that shoulder as you hold that stretch. Good, we're gonna inhale and bring that back to the front, turn and look over that left shoulder. I think Jill just walked by. Good, bring that back to the front. Drop the ear towards the shoulder. That is a really good neck stretch. Lots of benefits to this one. If you notice yourself getting some tension headaches or just not feeling quite right, do your neck exercises. They're really, really good for you. We're going to bring that up and drop that to the left ear now. And try not to lift that shoulder up. We're just going to keep that shoulder relaxed as we're kind of dropping that ear towards it, keeping the upper body very relaxed. Feels good. And bring that on up. And we're going to take our chin to the chest. Good. Good upper body workout. Kind of shake that out. Everything feels good. We built some muscle today. That's a good feeling. We're going to work on the midsection now. I'll stay seated in the chair while we do that. We can use the weight for a couple different ab exercises. One of them is one of the new ones today. So let's go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and grab one of your weights. I want you to come halfway out on that chair and position those feet. Hopefully your feet are touching the floor. And we're going to take the weight and hold it on each end and bring it kind of close to the chest. And now I want you to lean back in the chair till you feel your abs engage. But I don't want you to touch that chair back quite. Just lean back. Those abs should be engaged. You should be feeling it. We're going to bring that weight to the abs, and then we're going to take it over the head. It doesn't have to go very far, and bring it back to the abs. Just that little bit, bringing that weight up and over the head. You probably felt it in the abs. I feel mine shaking. And bring that back. It is a great abdominal exercise. So just taking that up and kind of back, and bring that back to the front. Who's out there?
They're exercising.
Is it a surprise guest?
In the door. They're exercising in the door.
Ooh. I thought maybe we were going to get a surprise guest in here today. I'm so disappointed. All right, up over the head. Do you feel that? Isn't that great? And if you haven't been doing any abdominal work, I know you're feeling this right now. It may even be harder than that crunch we do in the chair, just taking that over the head and bringing it back to the abs. Now we're going to do this just 3 more times. Ooh, I can feel it. Good. 2 more. Hang in there. Don't get tired. And last one. Oh, such a good abdominal exercise today. Bring that on up. All right, now we're going to do our little wood chop. So sitting up nice and tall, we're going to take this one weight up over the right shoulder, abdominal muscles engaged again, down and across left hip. Good. And up over that shoulder. And down and across, nice little crunch through the midsection. We want to see that crunch there, and down and across. Oh, it feels so good. It feels good to be doing this again. I've missed you.
I know you have Johnny Johnson on board watching.
Johnny, I miss you. Hopefully everyone's in Johnny's apartment doing it with her, socially isolated, of course.
And wearing their masks.
And now we're going up over that left shoulder. And then we're going to go down and across to the right hip. Of course, we had to do this on one of the days that it got nice and hot. I used to think it was your warm bodies heating up this room, but it is kind of warm in here. So maybe it's just Kathleen's hot body warming up the room.
Telling you.
Good. You know, we are going to get through this. And of course, we're going to be stronger than ever, if not physically, definitely mentally for surviving this. But hopefully we're not losing that muscle. So we talked about this last time we did Stretch and Strengthen, that we will loan you hand weights if you don't have any. All you have to do is call me or call Jordan. You can call Kathleen. We will deliver the weights to you. But also we have exer bands. And so I was going to show you guys at the very end today maybe some exercises you can do with the exer bands at home on your own. And that's the last one. We're going to finish ab work with calories, just doing a little bit of cardio. So we'll start with hands on our shoulder, and we're going to bring our right elbow towards the left knee, and then the left elbow towards the right knee. Just going side to side, abdominal muscles engaged. And this is where we really do miss the music, but we'll make our own music. Good. Or you can just keep focusing on your breathing. Going side to side. Good. I know on this one, you all like to count how many we're doing, but it's such a good way to work the midsection and get that heart rate up and burn calories. The fact that we're exercising in the afternoon, we know our temperature's already up just a little bit, so we're burning some good calories here. And we're gonna do one more on each side. Good job, and now we're just gonna march that out. So I want you to think about upper body being nice and tall. We're gonna pump those arms, bigger the movement, the more we're gonna get that heart rate up. Pump those legs, you wanna make it a little harder, go higher with the legs, or go a little bit faster. So we could go kind of double time. We could have those leg weights on. If you need leg weights, we're loaning those out. All right, are you ready for the brain one? The brain part. So we're gonna go out, out, in, out, out, in. So we can do arms too. Good. Now let's make it harder. Forward, forward, in. Forward, forward, in. Ready to make it a little harder? Let's go up, in, up, in. Okay, now let's make it a little harder. Up, forward, up, forward, up, forward, up, forward. Don't worry if it doesn't do it. Just move. That's the most important part about this. Out, forward. Good. Out, out. Kind of like stroking, breaststroke. Up, out, up, out. Good. Couple more. Up, out. Whew. Good job. So, we're going to work on lower body now, and we're going to start with our sit to stand. We're seated, and we're going to come up. If coming all the way up is challenging, you can use your hands and maybe put a little in front of the chest. But we can also lean forward and kind of pull ourselves up, or we can kind of rock and push ourselves up. Whatever works best for you. Good. Sit to stand, a great lower body strengthening exercise. We need to have that ability to get up by ourselves, out of a chair, in and out of a car, up and down off the toilet. Practicing it, best way to achieve it. Good. How many are we going to do today? A lot. Oh, Kathleen, she did this on that.
I feel sorry for them.
A few more.
And you didn't turn the music on.
No music. Oh my goodness. Well, I was afraid it might compete with me, and that would be horrible.
That would be horrible.
That would be horrible if you didn't hear me.
That's right.
Just saw me moving. Okay, last one. Good job. So we can just take a few deep breaths, maybe catch our breath here on this one. I do want to move into the squats, and I told Kathleen we were going to do this a little different today, and it's called a 1-2-3 squat. So it's really for anyone at any level of conditioning. And I am going to turn sideways, and I'm even going to turn the chair sideways, just so you can kind of see what it looks like just a little bit. So, am I still good?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so 1-2-3 squat, feet are about shoulder or hip width apart. One would be just going down a tiny bit, and then you'd go straight back up. So this is kind of like a beginner squat. Make sure that those hips go back, and then we come all the way up. 2 would be 1, 2, and all the way up. 1, 2, and then all the way up. And this is great if you have knee issues, not going this low down. We're still really targeting quads and glutes, and so it's a great strengthening exercise. Fit a little bit easier. 3, squat. 1, 2, 3, all the way up. 1, 2, 3, all the way up. You can even slow that squat down before you come all the way up. So keeping that chest up, great form. We want to be able to see the Spanish Cove logo on your shirt or your name tag. So chest up, hips going all the way back. And we can hold a little longer in those if you want to make it more challenging. So going a little lower and holding. Good squats. You won't feel it much in your knees when you do a good squat with good form. So in a good squat, the booty goes really far back. Chest stays up. You're not going to feel it a lot in the low back either. We're going to really feel it right here in those quads and in the glutes. How are we doing? A few more. So remember, 1, easy squat, maybe a beginner, not too hard. 2, a little lower, coming all the way up. And then 3, going even lower, maybe holding longer, coming all the way up. So 1, 2, 3 squats. And let's do 3 more. And here we go. Last one. Good job. So we're still working on upper body strength. We're going to use the chair now. No, lower body strength. We're going to use that chair to keep going. We're going to do a knee extension now. Knee extension targets the quadriceps. So I'm going to hold on with the right hand. I'm going to lift that left knee up. Pausing and holding right there. Good, and lowering it down. And we're going to do this left leg 12 times. Good. If you want to challenge your self-balance, try letting go. If you got the leg weights on, definitely a little more challenging, but still focusing on our breathing. Good. And these really work. Great exercise for lower body strength and working on balance. Something we need to practice pretty much on a daily basis, really. Good. Hanging in there. Only 2 more. And last one. Good. You can switch sides. You're still holding on with that hand. Let's bring that left leg up. Harder, a little bit higher. Our goal, trying to get that leg kind of parallel to the floor. Good. Just a few more. 2. And here we go. Last one. Looks like she's about to go to sleep. I may have to start doing jumping jacks just to wake her up or something.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
I'm just comfortable.
Oh, she's comfortable. It's just hard to, when was the last time you heard Kathleen this quiet?
Or this still.
Or this still.
It's hard for me just to sit here, Dad. This is hard work for me.
I should have her in here with me.
I'm trying my
the
best.
Exercises with me.
I have to hold the camera.
Okay, so marching in place, good little exercise, kind of worked everything out. We're now going to do a side leg raise. And what it does is it strengthens the side of the leg. And so if you need to hold on to that chair, you maybe march yourself back towards it since I traveled. We'll start again with that left leg. Holding on with the right hand, take the left leg out to the left side. Pause, hold better, because we don't want to swing or hyperextend that leg. So think about just a slow, controlled movement, maybe 1, 2 out, pausing there and lowering it down. You'll feel it on that leg. Plus, if we haven't been doing a lot of standing exercises, you're going to be feeling it on the standing leg anyway. This is a great weight-bearing exercise. We are targeting this left hip, but we are feeling it on that right leg, that weight-bearing leg. So building muscle and strengthening bone. Good. We're going to stop there. Shift the weight to the left leg. You may have to move a little bit from your chair, but you could still hold on to it as we take that right leg to that right side. Good. And again, weight bearing and working on strengthening the muscles that's going to help protect that hip. Great exercise. Now, I know you're doing this at home, and if you were doing it here, one of the things I would be reminding you about is that upper body posture, because we might be getting a little bit tired now. But go ahead and engage those abdominal muscles and try to keep that chest nice and high, so upper body nice and tall. Good. And just a few more. We're doing it. Hang in there. My favorite personal trainer was Tony Horton, and he does a lot of exercise videos, and he'll look straight in the camera and say, "Don't get tired. Don't get tired." Good, lower that down, shake that out. Okay, so let's just do some little knee pumps, and your hips are gonna pop out. So you're just gonna kind of push those knees forward and kind of push those hips side to side. So we're just gonna shake that out. You can move those arms and think of Pharrell Williams' Happy Dance. Happy dancing in place. Doing those arms, popping those knees. If you haven't seen that video, you are missing out on the best video on YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel, type in Spanish Cove channel, and see that Spanish Cove residents are happy. Hear Pharrell, watch the residents dancing. It will bring a smile to your face. All right, shake that out. Good job. We're almost done, so thanks for hanging with me. Let's just do a couple more. We're going to target the hamstrings now. It's the muscle in the back of the upper leg, and it assists the quadriceps. I'm going to turn sideways, holding onto the chair. I'm going to start with this left leg, and we're just going to curl it back behind us. And we're going to hold it right there and lower it down. Leg curl, great exercise. But you know what? We did this last time on the video, and I've been trying to think of some different exercises than the one we recorded earlier. So instead of doing the leg curl, we'll just do 6 on each side. I also want to do a prone hip extension because it's a great way to blast the booty. So let's do that right leg now 6 times. I'm just going to keep holding on. I just alternated to the right leg. Good. And one more. Prone hip extension. You're going to use your chair. We're going to come back a little bit. We're going to hinge at the hips, put the hands on the chair, and we're going to take one leg straight back behind us, hold it there straight, and do little tiny lifts. Can you see where we are, Miss Kathleen?
Yes, ma'am.
They can see it?
Yes,
Okay,
I moved the camera down so they
you
could.
should be feeling it right here. That back is straight, and oh, is this a good one for our booty, the largest muscle in the body. So we're just going to keep doing this. Usually, because this takes a little bit of time and effort to get into this position, we do a few extra. So let's just do a few extra lifts, and we'll stop there. Good. Again, hinged forward, back straight, opposite leg, and hold right there, and then just do those little lifts back and behind you. Abs are engaged, and we're focusing on our breathing. But oh, this one, if we haven't been doing it the last few weeks, you're going to be feeling it. It works. So hang in there. Good. Just a few more. How are you doing on time, Kathleen?
Doing pretty good. We're at 34 minutes.
Ooh, we're doing great. All right, set that down. All right, so on this next one, we're going to take the left leg in front of the right and the heel back and behind. It's what we call a hip opening exercise. So we're going to cross over, and then we're going to go back and behind. And cross over and back and behind. And what you're going to feel is a nice little stretch right here in the hip. It's just a great little exercise. And I know you love this one because it feels good and it's kind of easy to do. Of course, if we have those leg weights on, we're going to feel it a little bit more. So I encourage you, if you've never used the leg weights before, now's a great time to try them and start using them. All right, let's do that right leg over the left, cross over, and then we're going to bring that heel back and behind. And it's okay if you swing the upper body a little bit on this one too, but we really want to feel it kind of in the side of the hip. Good. Oh, that feels nice. And just a couple more. That wasn't too bad, was it? Good job. Okay, so I think the easiest way to do this next one is I'll face you, but we're going to do an exercise that works the front and the back of the leg, the hip extensors and the hip flexors. So holding on with that right hand again to your chair, I'm going to start with the left leg again. I'm going to bring that leg in front of me. We're going to pull the toes towards us, and then we're going to take that leg straight back behind us and point those toes down. Again, keep that upper body nice and tall, and it's really important that you point the toes down as you go back, but we pull those toes towards us as we go forward. You'll feel the quadriceps engage, and when you point the toes down, you're going to feel those hamstrings engage. But more importantly, we're going to be working the front and back of the hip, and the hip flexors and hip extensors are what help the hip move, but they really help stabilize us a lot when we're walking. So this exercise makes us a stronger, better walker. Good. And we're going to do one more. That wasn't so bad. But more importantly, these weight-bearing exercises are adding up. I know you're probably feeling that burning in that right leg. So shift the weight to the left leg. Here we go. Right leg in front of us. Pull the toes towards you and take that leg back and point the toes down. Good. And again, focus on breathing. We can't say it often enough. We tend to hold our breath when we're exercising. It's one of the worst things we can do. So if you don't do anything else today, if we just spend 45 minutes focusing on breathing and some movement, oh, that's a good day. Good. And you'll be doing more than most people are doing during this COVID-19. We're getting all kinds of reports about people not exercising, eating more, kind of dealing with the stress through food. And I keep thinking, how can you be off all day and home and not exercising? But people are. But today's a good day to get out and walk too. Beautiful day on campus. All right, shake that out. We have worked just about the whole entire body from the head down. We still have some low body muscles that we want to target, mainly the gastrocnemius and the soleus. Those are the muscles that make up her calf. So I'm going to turn and face the chair, and we're just going to do some of our heel raises coming up on the toes and pressing that down. So I do want to give you some options of things you can do here, and then some combined movements that we can do also. So when you're doing the heel raise, if you don't want to just do this, one, you can stay up with those heels up a little bit longer, or you can take one foot and wrap it behind the other and just come up on one leg. Definitely more challenging. You know, practice this, maybe do the other several times first before you move into this exercise. You're going to feel it, but that's another option we have, or just bringing that foot in front of you and then coming up on those toes. So just another option there. But we're going to do a couple more heel raises. Good. All right, now we're going to do our toe raises, where your toes are going to come up off the ground, and we're going to try not to push the hips back and rock back. So a bad heel raise, we kind of push that booty way out and the toes come up. We want to keep that upper body nice and tall and just lift the toes up. They're not going to come up very far, but you'll really feel that down in the shins and that anterior tibialis muscle. And these really help prevent shin splints, which when we're not used to walking a lot and we're out on this blacktop more now, one of the things I'm hearing from residents is their knees are hurting a lot now, or they haven't been having knee problems. It is from walking on concrete. If you're used to the treadmill, we have shock absorption in those treadmills. We don't have that on the concrete. So maybe your knees are bothering you. Good stretch to do would be that quadricep stretch. That would help the knees. And we'll do that calf stretch where we step back. That's a good one to finish the class with, is that calf stretch. But I want to do a couple more ankle exercises first. Let's rock that side to side. And rocking, really important for ankle flexibility. This is going to make us a much better walker, help with stability when we're walking. So we're rocking side to side. You know, use that chair to hold on. And I'd love you to rock toe to heel, forward and back too. Kind of just like a little seesaw. Good. Feels good too. I love that exercise. Love my ankle exercises. All right, good job on that. Let's do that calf stretch where you step back with that leg, that leg that's back, that we want to push that heel down, bend the forward leg, make sure the knee doesn't go past the toes. Again, keeping that upper body tall, focusing on breathing on the stretches too, holding on to that chair. If you want to feel it a little bit more, just slide that leg back a little bit further. Inhale, step that up. Exhale, step back with that opposite leg, bend that knee. Oh. So we strengthened not only the muscles, but we worked on some weight-bearing exercises that made the bones stronger. We worked the whole entire body. I know we worked on breathing, which is great for the lungs. We got our heart rate up, strengthening the heart. I can see some little muscles or some veins starting to pop out. Did you know that lifting weights and doing exercise actually makes the veins stronger? So if you go to the doctor and they need to find a vein, We kind of worked on that today. We boosted our immune system, did so many good things. Inhale, bring that up. And so I want to just point out a couple little things that we can also have at home. Hopefully you have those hand weights. We have these extra bands here at the Cove, and we have quite a few of them that we can loan out. An extra band is great for upper body, lower body strength. We can stretch. You can step on an extra band and you can do your arm curls. We can do the shoulder shrugs. We can do forward exercises out to the sides, all kinds of things with the extra bands. You can loop it around a door and do some shoulder exercises. So we have these that we can loan you. And the other thing we have are the balls, 3 and 5 pound balls. And a ball is a great way to work on things. You can put it under your lower back when we're doing weight on the floor. But we can also do some of those exercises like we did in the chair, working the abs. You can use your ball and, go over the head and do abdominal work. We can sit and do some stuff side to side with some trunk and ab work with a ball. So balls are great. We can do forward movement and in, over the head, all kinds of things. So if you need a ball, we can loan you the balls. We have yoga blocks, yoga mats, exercise balls, all kinds of stuff for you to do exercise at home. Most important thing, just keep moving your body. Let us know if there's something you need. Okay, so let's, so good. And one more time, just a deep breath in. How are we doing on time, Kathleen? Exhale.
Really good. Almost 45 minutes.
I was on time today. Jim
Yep, 43.
So proud of me.
43 minutes.
Arms out. I may let you out early today.
Oh.
Let's wrap around, give ourselves a great big hug. Notice what arm's on top. We're going to pat ourselves on the back for exercising. Open that up. And opposite arm, big pat on the back. Good job. All right, thanks for joining us. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you soon.
See you next week.
Same time, same place.
Bye.